Hi, my name is Sam and I'm the Grand Prospirator of Corporate Learning. Recently, I've been getting a lot of requests for advice on how to prepare for an interview. Friends and family have come up to me and said, "Hey Sam, you're in HR. What are your tips for how to get a job, how to go through the recruitment process?" So first things first, I think if you're going to be going into a interview, you're going to do your homework. You're going to do your research on the company. So typically, you'll be able to find things like annual reports or regulatory filings that might give you some indication of the company's strategy, some of the opportunities and challenges that they're facing. And this will actually enable you to answer the first question that typically comes up in an interview: why do you want to work here? So as the interview progresses, they're going to get into more around questions about you. And I believe that everyone really should be preparing sound bites about themselves, because your interviewer is going to size you up or have some opinion of you within the first 30 seconds. And so you want to make sure that you have some very articulate responses to questions such as, tell me about a time that you had to deal with a conflict situation. Give me an example of when you had to use teamwork to get a job done. Give me a situation in which you had to work under stress or compressed timelines, and tell me, how did you prioritize, or how did you get the work done? These are some standard questions that you want to have ready to be able to answer, because if you're in a team player type of role, they're going to want to know how you work with other people. If you're trying to apply for a leadership role, you're going to want to have some examples under your belt around how you applied some of your leadership skills and situations where you had to navigate and help the team navigate through. Other things that you're going to want to prepare for is some indication of what your strengths and weaknesses are. Strengths are typically easy. Weaknesses, you got to be genuine in this. I mean, like, a lot of people kind of frame their weaknesses as a kind of overexertion of a positive, which, I mean, sometimes has its place. But you also want to show a high level of self-awareness around what your development is like. So what kinds of things you are currently working on or developing. You want to be honest there. I think finally, when it comes to interviewing, it's really important to remember that all relationships are bidirectional. You're being interviewed, so they're kind of sizing you up, but you're also sizing them up. Remember that you always have options. And I know that there's one time that I was in an interview that is very obvious that I knew what they were kind of looking for, and if I wanted the job really strongly, or being able to get past that first stage, it was definitely possible for me to adjust how I presented myself. But the thing that I really stuck to was, I am also needing to know whether they're going to accept me for who I am. And this is actually increasingly important as you look for jobs that you want to stay in longer term. That's my 2 cents on how to prepare for an interview.